Finally, the Panic of 1837 is over. The depression the U.S. has been in for years is finally done. It is now 1843, and we are on our way back to recovery for the United States economy. In 1837, former President Andrew Jackson made a decision that catapulted the United States into a Great Recession. Due to bad lending practices of local banks supporting expansion of business into the West, tremendous stress was put on the United States currency. State governments fell into tremendous debt because they were trying to build and finance roads, railroads, canals, and chartering of new banks. Andrew Jackson's decision to allow only purchases of land and business in the West with hard currency, meaning silver or gold, caused many problems. He thought it would slow down the people who did not have funding from purchasing land they could not afford, but instead it crushed the economy of the United States. Without access to gold and silver reserves, land purchases and business expansion was virtually stopped. The land was no longer being bought, and therefore the value of the land plummeted. At the same time, worldwide demand for cotton also plummeted because of severe economic hardships in Europe. This caused major unemployment, massive debt, and interest rates to skyrocket. There was a panic among all people because the nation was falling further and further into debt. After Jackson's presidency was over and Martin Van Buren was elected, the people turned to him for guidance through this tough time. He said, "Those who look to the action of this government for specific aid to the citizen to relieve embarrassments arising from losses by revulsions in commerce and credit, lose sight of the ends for which it was created, and the powers in which it is clothed in. It was established to give security to us all. It was not intended to confer special favors on individuals," referring to the Panic of 1837. He wanted to do his best he could to resolve this issue. Van Buren also said, "Banks properly established and conducted are highly useful to the business of this country, and will doubtless continue to exist in the States so long as they conform to their laws and are found to be safe and beneficial." He knew exactly what he wanted and tried to make it happen. He thought that creating a strong federal central bank that states could borrow money from would be the best thing. That was exactly what he did. All federal monies were withdrawn from the state banks and moved into the central bank. The central bank would oversee loans of money to the state banks. He didn't want the government to have too much control, but enough to prevent further issues from coming up on the nation. Van Buren's decision to make a stronger national bank pretty much recovered this country. Little by little, the nation was paying off debts and making better choices for investment. Van Buren's supporters hailed his action in creating the new central bank as a, quote, second declaration of independence. Others, however, criticized the act of a new bank split his Democratic Party and caused him to lose the next election.